All right, well, welcome this afternoon to another session with Gntc Recruitment. We're so happy to have Dustin Tate with us today with carpet training and floor production. And as I mentioned, folks, we've got a lot of opportunities at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Plenty of things to consider. And we hope at this time that we can share a little bit more about one of our industrial programs. In the month of November, we're trying to focus on different programs in the industrial technologies. So we appreciate Dustin's time today to share about carpet training and floor production. So at this time, I'll share a few things at the end, but we'll turn it over to Dustin to let him share about this great program that we have.
All right, thank you, Jason. Welcome to the Gntc WebEx meeting. My name is Dustin Tate. I'm the program director for the carpet training and floor production. We'll get started here. I want to walk you through a 360 tour of the campus. Let's see if I can click on that. All right, here we are. I'm going to start out with a short video.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College's expanded Whitfield-Murray campus is now open. At GNTC, our instructors are experts with real-world experience in their field. Our students learn career skills through hands-on training and using the latest equipment. Georgia Northwestern is affordable and convenient. Earn your degree, diploma, or certificate. Programs of study include automation engineering, business, chemical technology, early childhood care, industrial systems, criminal justice, diesel mechanics, precision machining and manufacturing, computer information systems, healthcare, flooring technician, logistics, and welding. Apply now. Stop by the campus at 2310 Mannix Chapel Road in Dalton or visit us on the web at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern. Get trained, get hired.
All right, this is the view of our campus. You can enter the building from several different directions, but we can go through this door and to see our main lobby. If you have any questions, there's our front desk or reception desk. And to the right of this, if you can see where my mouse is clicking, there's where our financial aid is. Financial aid. So we'll walk to the lab right now. Let me put it in VR mode. So you go through those doors, and then you go down the hall, past the old bookstore. Take a left. You can go through either door. And this is the carpet manufacturing lab. This is where you'll learn how to do extrusion, the process from start to finish. There's a new mag winder. It's got the aspirator hooked up to it. Let's get a little bit closer to it. So this is extrusion. There's the winder. There's the HMI interface. You basically learn how to thread this machine up properly to be able to operate it as an operator. If you take the operator class and then take the technician course, you'll learn how to work on this machine. Take it apart, change out the winder, check the valves, make sure the pressure valves are on correctly. Scroll over here. All right. This is our twister from Sauer. It's a mini twister. There's 16 positions. You'll learn the twisting process. You'll learn how to thread it up and run production off this machine. As a technician, if you decide to take the technician course, you'll learn how to take this machine apart. Not this machine in particular, these machines to the right, if you can see behind the cart, those are belt driven. So you'll learn how to change out belts. You'll learn how to change out the pneumatic valves. You'll learn shaft alignment. Just different general labor maintenance skills for the carpet industry in the twisting area. These are servo driven, so each one of these spindles are individually driven by a motor, and that's how this one's operated. And then we'll move on to tufting. We have two Carmen row tufting machines. One's a loop pile, one's a cut pile, and you'll learn the difference between that. You'll learn the components in and out of both machines. You'll learn the curling process and how to set up for orders. You'll learn the cams. On this part, you'll learn how to change out the belts if you take the technician course, and how to lube up the machines and do the proper maintenance on those machines. So this is the lab that you'll be training in and get the hands-on experience. All right, so then we'll get started with what companies you'll be working for. And we partner with Shaw Flooring, Mohawk Industries, and Engineering Floors. And Target's another close company by here that's all in the flooring industry. Let's get to something that's, that you really want to know. It's the pay scale. For the production operator, the estimated between $11 and $23. It just varies on which company you go to. Mohawk, Shaw, Engineering Floors, they all pay different for the per position. And Engineering Floors has the newest machines, but they pay less. But they have, well, I wouldn't say they have less problems, but they just have the newest machines. And Shaw and Mohawk would, they have the older machines, but for some of the jobs, they pay a little bit more, just depending on what job you get in. There's a ton of jobs, but they range from $11 to $23 for the production operator. And then for the maintenance technician, the entry level, you can start out as low as $13, and you can make as much as $30 an hour. Just depends on your skill level, prior knowledge, certificates. There's just a lot of variables there. And I teach operators. Also have a forklift operators that, we have a forklift here that I can train you on. The average pay is $15.23, and it ranges from $12 to $20, depending on the need. And each position's different. There's a lot of different jobs in the carpet industry. Talk about the benefits for most of the companies. I know they have 401k, paid holiday, vacation, life insurance, disability. You can dress casual. On some places, some people want uniforms or bright colored shirts, depending on what the plant requires. But they're mostly, mainly casual wear. They have education, training, tuition, certification reimbursement. So if you go to a company, get a job there, you contact HR, tell them you're interested in going to school, and they might have something available where you can work and go to school and get paid. And they have paid sick leave and flex time and flexible schedules. They'll work with your school schedule, or they have different shifts, 12-hour shifts, swing shifts. They have a ton of different shifts. They have weekend shift where you can go to school Monday through Thursday and work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and that'll be your schedule while you're in school. Or if that's the way you wanted to be in that schedule, then you can do that. These are certificates offered for the flooring program. It's only available at the Whitfield Murray campus at this time. We got the flooring production operator certificate. It's a credit hours of 14 minimum credit hours for graduation. It can be completed in one semester. So what that's saying is you can take these 5 classes, and we'll get into depth on what I teach in each class. You take world-class manufacturing, general industrial math, industrial safety and OSHA procedures. You can do an introduction to the flooring industry, and then the flooring production operator last, and then get a certificate that'll worked across the board for anywhere from lift truck operators or any type of operation as far as extrusion, twisting, and tufting. So it gives you a wide range of choices in the flooring industry. So the prereq to I teach another class or another certificate program that's for the flooring production technician if you want to get into maintenance. It's the prerequisite to the flooring production operator, which you have 5 courses there. You just add one more. You have to have these classes first before you can take the flooring production operator course. It's a minimum of 17 credit hours for graduation and can be completed in 2 semesters. So there's your certificate programs for the flooring. We'll get into what I teach in the classes. So I got world-class manufacturing. We're getting into the 10 pillars of world-class manufacturing. Talk about lean manufacturing, 6 Sigma, total productive maintenance. What even have autonomous maintenance in there as well. That covers that class. Then we have the general industrial math. You got to have math skills to be able to work in the flooring industry. A lot of numbers, a lot of calculations, a lot of interfaces. So you'll learn how to work calculators, work with decimals, fractions, the numeric system, objects in 3 dimensions. You'll have like HMI screens that you have to that you have to check as an operator, or maybe put the information down on the heat sheet. You use a lot of math, a lot of skills. This will transition straight into your job. Then we got the industrial safety and OSHA procedures. You got to teach safety. OSHA's big time in the flooring industry. Are always trying to make improvements. So you're getting into OSHA regulations, the safety tools, equipment, procedures, and of course you'll get into first aid. It's all about work and safety and employee. Then we'll get into the introduction to the flooring industry. In this class, we'll talk about the history, and then we'll get into extrusion, the history of extrusion, cabling, twisting, drilling, and tufting, and even the finish processes. And in this class, it's really designed to go out on field trips, but unfortunately with COVID, kind of had to adjust how I did the field trips until I can get that approved. So really, you're supposed to go out in the field and whatever you're interested in or whatever I can get approved. And it's not a job shadow, but you do touring, so you get a feel of the plant. You just see the workers, what they're doing, and just seeing some of the processes and the speed of some of the machines, or just getting familiar with being around the machines. That's what this course is really designed for. Hopefully, we can get back out and get some field experience in this course. Then we're going to the flooring production operator class. We talk about the extrusion process, cabling, twisting process, drilling, and tufting. Here's some examples on the right. Hand woven, tufting, the krill racks and tufting over here. Extrusion, this is raw yarn just coming off. And then, depending on your knowledge, this is a mending gun, and they're putting mends in carpet. You'll learn that also in my program, how to use a mending gun. And in the technician course, you'll learn how to take some components apart and put them back together. Then we have the flooring production technician course. That covers machine safety, machine lubrication, connecting links, alignment, machine style changes, cams, followers, and drive blocks, needle bar plates and bed rails, timing and cam, mending gun, winder machine components, schematic symbols, manual winder operations, troubleshooting winders, twister machine components, just all maintenance related, just to get you started entry level in the flooring industry. All right, so get trained and get hired. All right, Jason.
All right,
That's all.
Dustin. Yeah, that was great, Dustin. I really appreciate that information. And Dustin, if students have some questions and maybe follow up after this presentation, what's the best way to contact you? Let's go ahead and give them your email address.
Yes, that is Dustin Tate at gntc.edu.
So is that D Tate, right? D Tate at gntc.edu. And Dustin, let's go ahead and give them your office number there.
Office number is 706-712-0721.
Okay, all right. So if there's any follow-up questions after looking over this presentation today, Dustin, I appreciate the information, a lot of great information. Again, guys, carpet training and floor production is just one of our great programs in the Industrial Technologies Division. For the month of November, to the next 3 weeks, we're highlighting different programs and just trying to give you some knowledge on these programs. Our mission of Gntc is to train our workforce, get them prepared to be in our communities, serving in our communities, and working in our communities. And we appreciate the presentation today, Dustin, the information. And if there's any questions in the near future, definitely reach back out to Dustin or myself, and we'll be happy to help you out. If there's no other questions at this time, we'll conclude the session. And thank you so much for taking part today and listening. And we want to help you out at Gntc if we can. Thanks so much.